And what does that mean for entertainment? And so that's kind of been their mission. And even how do we improve the world, given that most people spend most of their time engaged in entertainment, looking at a screen. How do we make the world better, given we have the internet and people doing that? And that's something, you can work the rest of your life on and be excited about, right? You're not just purely making money, you're also thinking about how do I make things better? Got, 20 or 30 hours a week of people's time. That could really materially affect the world, right? Not just make a lot of money. A lot of times my issue is people are not setting goals that will be something that somebody who becomes rich or could do anything. You gotta be excited about working on that for 10 years. So you gotta have a big enough goal that you attract the best people and you retain them and you keep them focused. And in my experience, you don't go wrong. Maybe you don't hit it next year, or maybe you fail entirely and you discover something more exciting to work on. It's very easy to neglect the future compared to the present. So I think in most companies, it tends to be almost completely present focused. And in technology, that means you'll always be obsoleted over time because you do get big scale changes. So, you need to do both things, I guess is the answer. And I think, honestly, the vast majority of certainly management time and so on gets spent on present, basic operations, making sure you're doing things well. So, I find it's somewhat the opposite. No matter how hard you try, you can never get people focused enough on the future.
So I think leverage is really, really important. And one of the things I was really lucky, my dad was a computer science professor, and we had a computer when I was really young. And somehow I sort of realized, the computer can do a lot of things, and I'm kind of lazy, and having the computer do things is good, and that really gives you leverage. And it was amazing when we started the company. Even when we had about 3 employees, we had several million people who used the search engine, and we actually accidentally published our phone number at some point on the website. And people started calling us, and we couldn't do our business because the phone just kept ringing, and we had to take down the phone number. But the computers were able to actually answer all those people and do something that was really useful for the world. And I think for all of you, there are many areas where there's leverage available in the world, where 1 or 2 people, a good idea, a lot of hard work can really make a difference. There's many, many things like that. And it's good not to forget that, but it's good to look for those things.
And for me, it comes back to what I said earlier, just about setting really important goals. Making sure we're setting goals high enough that people really want to come into work in the morning and they believe in what the company is doing, and they believe that our ethics are sound and their morals are right, and we're also trying to make the world better in addition to making our business bigger and better. Reading the history of companies, I think it's really important to have people all rowing in the same direction. So I think one of the things is just to make sure everyone is acting as one company, and that everyone's helping out each other. They're trying to make everything successful in ways that make sense. It's very easy, I think, in companies to just kind of resort to infighting, and not everyone's rowing in the same direction and so on. So I think that's the main thing. And I think, beyond that, we had areas of focus. We have Chrome, we have Android, things like that. Or, we have search and knowledge. We have big areas of things we do. And just try to organize into those product areas and make sure we're really talking about what we're building. What are we going to build over the next year that's going to really make people's lives better and make sure we're moving the needle on kind of all of our products, and we're organized to do that.